have Winnie. We're going to be working with her sit stays and down stays today. I'm going to show you how we go over her sit stays and her down stays. So first we're going to start off with some sits and down. Come here. You might think she's on a sit stay, so I'm going to give her that loose one. Okay. Yes, good. Sit. And then I'm going to have her go down, down. Once she's finished eating, down. Good girl. And it is very humid and hot out here, so she might be a little slow to respond, but that's totally fine. We're just gonna make her follow through even in this heat, as it is probably about 90 degrees, but with the humidity, it's much, much hotter. Come. Winnie, come on. Are you gonna sit there forever? Come on. Come on. Come on. We can do some sit stays and down stays. Let me bring her closer to you, actually. Come. Okay. Come on. Winnie. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's so hot out here, so I don't blame her for wanting to lay down. Come on, Winnie. Don't mind the puppies whining in the background. They're a little jealous because they'll have their turn eventually, but it's not their turn right now. Come on, Winnie, please get up. Sadly, I had a feeling she would not want to perform in this heat, but we're gonna try not to strike. Come on, Winnie. Yes, there you go. That is a good girl. That is a good girl. Yes. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Yes. Yes. And then just lots of rubs and pets. She is a very dark color too, so she's extra hot. But we're gonna finish this and then we'll go in and cool off in the AC. Sit. Stay. So sit. I'm gonna put her in that sit, and then I'm gonna tell her stay with that flat open palm. No treats when she does this command. We don't want to give her the treats during this command. We want her to stay there in that sit, stay, and we don't want her to lay down. We want her to stay in that sit stay, as the sit stay is very structured. So, pop her right back up, stay. Rather than a place command rather than the place command, it's much less structured, so they can actually lay down. They can do whatever they want on that place mat that we use, which I will show you in next week's videos how to do that place command. So I can walk all over, and she should stay right there. So when she does lay down, I'm gonna pop her right back up. Sit, stay, into that sit, stay. It's okay. When they mess up, we want them to learn from that experience. We want them to grow, so having them mess up is actually good for them to learn not to mess up in the future. We want them to actually grow from that experience. So I'm gonna walk around. I'm hoping she doesn't lay down because it's very hot out. I'm just hoping that she'll work through this a little bit. And then we do have kiddie pools, so maybe she'll go in the pool afterwards to have a little swim because it's so hot. So she's starting to lay down. So again, I'm gonna pop her right back up into that sit, stay. And then I'm gonna tell her stay again when I walk away. And since she's staying, I can actually go up and praise her, just no treat reward. Good. Good girl. Good. Stay. Yes, good. Good girl. Stay. Reminder she's still in that stay. So I just flashed that hand again and then told her stay. To remind her she's still in that stay. We don't want to give her treats during this command, just because, or during any command actually, because we don't want them to associate getting treats while they're working, because they're less, they're more apt to break out of the command that we're doing, just because they think after so long of them doing it, they're getting all these treats while they're doing it. They're not looking for that reward at the end, so they'll just break away and be like, okay, I'm done. You gave me all the treats I wanted. I'm satisfied with the amount that you've given me. So so I don't have to finish. Stay. Stay. Pop her right back up. Stay. So I don't have to finish the command that I'm doing, which is not what we want. We want them to we want them to want to work for the end reward. So I'm gonna go ahead and praise her. Oh, Winnie. Pop her right back up. Stay. Can you stop doing that? Stay. No. So I'm just gonna walk away, and then I'll go up and release her in a couple minutes, or a couple seconds, I mean. So I'll go up and reward her. Good, stay. Good, stay, Winnie. Good girl. Yes, stay. And then I'll go up and release her. Okay. Yes, good. Good girl. That's when you give her that treat reward and lots of extra praise. Good, sit, stay. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Yes, that is a good girl. And then we'll actually have her do a down stay. Down. Winnie. So I'm not going to repeat that. I want to say it one time. I don't want to overuse it. Stay. So the commands, we only say them one time because we don't want it to start to go in one ear and out the other. We want them to listen to us. So when we use that one word, say it one time. That way they don't hear it all the time and they're thinking, oh my gosh, I hear this word all the time. I don't want to listen to it anymore, is what ends up happening, which is not what we want to happen. We want them to want to work, want to look for that reward. We want them to be successful, and it's the best way really to not overuse the word. So I can actually go do anything really. So I can move stuff. I can go do jumping jacks if I wanted to, but it's too hot out for those, so I'll save those for another day. So we have some distractions walking through. She shouldn't go up and say hi because she is in the stay, but we might have a puppy run down with her, which is totally fine. I'm just gonna walk around here. She's being really good. Plus the shade over here feels nice. Oh, Winnie. And then you can go up and praise her. Yes, good. Good girl. Good girl. Stay. And then just remind her that she is still in that stay. And then I'll release her, and then we can do it again. Maybe I'll put her in the shade, actually. Good girl. Okay. Yes, good. And then that's when you would give her the reward and praise her. Good girl, Winnie. Winnie, come. Yes, good girl. Down. So I'm not going to repeat that. I'm just going to wait for her to go down. So I'm just going to hold, I'm going to hold my finger, Come here, over here, back over here. Down. So I'm going to actually put her into that down. Good, down, good girl. Stay. Just because it's hot out, she's getting a little sick of working out here. It's really hot. So I just, stay. So I just manually put her into that down, which she didn't mind at all. Generally, you want to make sure they do what you're asking. So I just put her in that down so she doesn't get confused at what I'm asking. And then I put her in that stay, which she's totally fine with. Again, I'm sorry about the puppies in your background. They are a little jealous. They're wanting dinner. So I'm going to go up and reward her. Good. Good stay. Good stay. And then I'm going to walk around. She hears some other people over there, which we don't want her to barge or break away. So I'm just keeping an eye on her. She likes being in the shade now. there's someone walking up the hill. And she's kind of just holding it. She does want to go say hi, I can tell. But she's just holding her stay because she knows what she's supposed to do, which is what we want. And now this stay command, you can use it wherever, whenever. Like you had mentioned in your email, going up and down, as your son goes up and down the stairs. She can hold this at the bottom of the stairs, at the top of the stairs. It doesn't matter, but she will hold it. Sit. Down. Stay. Get out of here, dogs. No, it's okay. Lizzie. Honey, come on. Down. Stay. Sit. And down. Stay. Honey, go. Honey. So that's okay. I'm just going to make sure she stays in this down, which is totally fine. That she got up because the dogs were coming to play with her. Stay. Stay. Honey, you're going the wrong way. Sit down. Stay. So I do want her to follow through, even if there's other dogs coming through. Obviously, that's a different time when they're coming to jump on her and be with her. So I just kind of stayed there with her until they left. And then there was a ball towards the end, which I thought she would want to go after, which I just put her right back in that down and told her to stay. And then I'll go up and praise her again. Stay. Oops. And then I'll walk around a little bit and then I'll go release her. So I'm going to release her up close. Okay. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. And then the release word is okay for everything. And then we're going to end on height. Some sits and downs. Sit. Yes, good. You always want to end on a stronger command just to make sure those commands are still in place and they still follow through. Down. Winnie. Winnie. Down means this down. Good. Good. Down. Come here. Let's try it over here. Come on. Winnie, come. Yes. Sit. Yes. Good. Down. Don't choke on the treat. Don't choke on it. Are you okay? Down. Hey. I know it's hot out, girl, but you have to finish these. Treat. You have to lay down. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. I just want to make her follow through. It is very hot out, so I don't blame her for not wanting to lay down in the sun because she doesn't want to go in that stay. So I just made her finish on the down. And then, of course, after all of our sessions, we just end on lots of praise and pets. It's very hot.